So, the big fight has happened. Mayweather versus McGregor. The big upset, what it could have been, it wasn't.
It was never going to be.
Mayweather, TKO win after 10 rounds. You called it in, was it the 8th round?
I said 8th round.
I called it in the 6th round. Guess you were closer to the win. But, you know, did McGregor last longer than we all thought?
He lasted longer than I thought, but he lasted as long as Mayweather let him last. That's the way I see it. Mayweather said at the beginning, I'm going to give the fans a fight, going to be better than his last fight and his one against Pacquiao before. You know, there was a lot of criticism. I don't think he really cares about the criticism. He knows how good he is. But this is probably his last fight. He said he's finished now. He wanted to go out on to another bang.
Yeah.
And he gave the fans a good fight. He took it, you know, as far as it needed to go. And as he said, I'm going to knock him out. And it's only because the ref stopped it why he wasn't down on his backside. Because, well, he was gone from the 8th, 9th round, really.
Yeah. But, you know, the pro McGregor fans would say, oh, but rounds 1, 2 and 3 dominated, and, you know, it was only a matter of time. You know, if he just went in a little bit harder, we would have knocked out Mayweather.
But remember, they always said that. But we saw Mayweather got caught. Remember the uppercut from McGregor?
Yeah.
And everyone said, all it takes is one punch. He got the one punch.
Yeah.
And I don't think Mayweather even flinched. He was all right, cool, let's go again. So yeah, you have to start thinking, how hard did these guys really punch? Because unless Mayweather's got this chin that we don't know about, because he doesn't really get touched generally.
Yeah.
But McGregor caught him with an uppercut, and it didn't bother him at all.
Yeah.
Mayweather had a plan. He let McGregor blow himself out early. First 2 rounds, McGregor thinks he can out-punch Mayweather. Yeah, keep swinging, because you're only going to hit with 28% of your punches anyway. And once the fight got into the 3rd, 4th, and onwards, McGregor had nothing less. It's a different game, this boxing. It's not the same as the MMA.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, like, I mean, some people were saying, maybe McGregor didn't go as hard as he probably could have done. Maybe McGregor thought, actually, if I go too hard, I won't even make it to round 10.
Of course he wouldn't.
So maybe if he did go his hardest in the first 3 rounds, he could have maybe won it. But he maybe wanted to extend to see how long he could fight. And he said it in the end. The referee shouldn't have stopped it. I was just a bit fatigued, and that's how I always am in UFC.
Yeah, so when he ends up with brain damage, then what? Because there's been a lot of guys who the fight hasn't been stopped, and we've seen the consequences. The guy that is it Black? Was it Blackwall? His name is the one that fought Eubank Jr. And it was only after his dad, who was in his corner, said to him, you know, to punch to his body, to stop him being punched to the head. Why he's even alive to tell that story, and then he went back in the ring after. You know, so McGregor should be thankful that the referee stopped the fight, because he was gone. There was a lot of time left in that round. That fight was over. So he just needs to be thankful that he's got his health. He's got a healthy bank balance. And he's still got the respect of a lot of the fighting world. Personally, I didn't lose any or gain any respect from him for getting into a ring for how many millions of dollars, because I would have got in the ring for how many millions of dollars as well. You know, anyone can do it. But he just, you know, he lasted as long as Mayweather wanted, and it wasn't good enough in the end.
Well, but what we spoke about Mayweather retiring. So what next for McGregor? Does he go back into boxing? There's been a challenge out there from Michael Phelps for a swimming match.
I heard someone saying that maybe you should go 5 sets with Federer in the tennis school.
There you go. He's got his options open, or does he just take his natural route and go back into UFC? And actually, does he take something from this fight, knowing that actually he went in with one of the best pound-for-pound fighters you've ever seen in boxing? And is the UFC going to be more fearful of him when he goes back into the ring, if he goes back into the octagon?
What I'll say is, the reality is he knew he stood no chance. I don't know McGregor personally, but he knew he stood no chance. 49 have come, 49 have failed. He was just another one on that list. So that's the first thing. But I think he just has to go back to MMA. Because he's not going to pull the amount of money, fans, pay-per-view, whatever it is that he got from this Mayweather fight. Even if he fought another boxer, he could fight. Who was the guy that he fought in his training camp?
I know you're talking about.
I can't remember who he is now. But they could have that fight, and that wouldn't pull any fans. I'm not going to be waking up at 5 a.m. to watch McGregor fight boxing. Go back to MMA. That's where your bread is buttered, and just be the star of that. You know, thanks for coming, but see you later.
Well, that's it. Let us know what you think. Was it a clear fight? Do you think that McGregor could have won the fight? Or do you think he should still be in boxing? Let us know. We've been Neeks Sports and we'll see you soon.